This video is sponsored by Crown Meteor. If you're looking for luxury hair, then this is the brand to shop with. All bundles are thick and beautiful and healthy. Make sure y'all get y'all bundles today. Visit Diva Supply and get your beautiful loose wave today. It's on sale.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed. And I don't even feel guilty about it.
I'm in love, I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed, I'm in love.
Hey besties, welcome to another story time. If you're new here, my name is Barbara Dior and I am so glad that you hit play. But y'all, we gotta get into a story time, y'all. The name of this one, I think I'm gonna call this Chocolate Cake, okay? Now, I like to tell my little dating stories like when I was a teenager, going on up to adulthood. Baby, let me tell you something. Dating was crazy, but one of my first boyfriends, honey, I can't remember what I call him, but I have a few story times about him. But I was talking about this time because I was eating a chocolate cake, and I'm thinking like, well, let me share this with y'all. But anyway, before we get into this crazy story time, really funny, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, hype this video up if you can, and make sure y'all dropping comments as you watch, baby. Y'all know I just dropped that new lip line, y'all. Rich Kiss, so make sure y'all shop it on my website, Diva Supply, and y'all supporting the girl, because baby, she be having your lips life, and there ain't nothing, it's nothing like a Rich Kiss. You know, when I was thinking about a name for my lip line, I was just like, what can I call it? What can I call it? What can I call it? And I felt like giving the opportunity to kiss these lips is a rich experience. So baby, Rich Kiss was birthed. So y'all make sure y'all go support the queen. Y'all also shop the book Crown On. Y'all don't forget that. If you have not bought my book yet, baby, and you trying to uplift your life, baby, it's the book for you, baby. There's some other things up there. Y'all make sure y'all shop. I got the Diva shades, baby, so if you need that little cutesy look, okay, to up your outfit, baby, I'm gonna have that shades ready for you. But anyway, that's enough about that. But y'all go support a diva. Anyway, let's jump back in this story called Chocolate Cake. Okay, so I was young, y'all. Okay, around this time I was about 17 years old. I just started working at I was working at Bojangles for a little while now. Now, if y'all don't know what Bojangles is like a little fast food little joint. Let's think about McDonald's, but it's like the chicken world. You know what I'm saying? We serving chicken strips, chicken, you know, the little side orders, everything, the fixings and stuff. That's what Bojangles is all about. They got them biscuits on there too. So I was, you know, it's my little first little job. So when I was there, I met a lot of men, but this one particular man I met there, okay? Now you're gonna have to go jump back into some of my other story times to get the deal on this one. But either way, I met him at Bojangles. We had been dating a while. Like, so I was 17, he was like 18. He was like 1 year older than me, about to turn 19. Really, he was like a year and a half older than me, okay? So every time I'm about to turn the age, he about to do it, he gonna be 2 years older than me. Yeah, I might have just messed it up, but either way, when we met each other, we were 17, and then he turned 18 the next month, if that makes sense, okay? And so when I turned, 17, he goes, okay. Either way, I tried to explain it. I might have missed everybody else, but I tried it. But either way, we were 17 when we first met or whatever. And he was a breath of fresh air. He was not my particular type, because y'all know I like them light skinned boys, okay? I like them pretty Rickies. I like them ones with that long hair, okay? Shout out to my dreadheads. But y'all there, I like to pull hair. But either way, I just like hair. I've always liked the hair. A man with a ponytail, just, who that? Who that be? Hey, that be me. What's up? My name is Barbie. What's up? You gonna try to get to know me a little something? Okay. That was me. I was on them. But this one particular day, you know what I'm saying, my little friend called me and was like, we got a new boy that just started work. Come on in. So I came in and he was chocolate. I'm like, girl, you know my type. Who this? She like, no, y'all got the same personality. He goofy, you goofy. It would be a good vibe. So I listened to my friend because she was older than me, okay? And I'm thinking like, okay, whatever. So either way, fast forward, we hit it off. We been dating, okay? Now, I came from a household that my mother did not believe in teen dating, none of that, okay? Straight Christian household. She ain't be leaning none of that. And now, actually being an adult, I understand why she's saying. Because, you know, with teen dating come teen pregnancy, okay? A lot of stuff come with dating, okay? And then if you're not dating people that are after your own heart, you know what I'm saying, you'll be getting a little heart, bro. So I really understand, you know, from being a parent, like, I don't want you to experience that, but you're going to experience that because people suck. So either way, I was sneaking dating this man, okay? I was sneaking dating this man. We were dating on the clock, okay? And then we would go different places or whatever. I'd be like, I got to work now, but at work, y'all. I was off with this man, okay? So either way, his birthday was coming up, okay? Because like I said, the next month, you know what I'm saying, I turned 17, he turned 18 the next month. So I wanted to bake him a cake, you know what I'm saying? And what I should have did is just went and bought him one. What was wrong with it? We was looking at Bojangles. We had a little bag on us. So why I just didn't go rent and get him a cake from Walmart or something like that? No. I wanted to be special, y'all. I said, let me bake this man a cake. Had never baked no cake at all. Now, the ones that been following my story time, y'all know I dropped a story time basically saying that when I went to college, I didn't know how to cook nothing but boil water for some noodles, make a bowl of cereal, warm up some pizza, or order some pizza. I ain't know how to cook at all, y'all, but you know what I'm saying? For this boy, I really did like him. He had my heart. He was like, what Nicki Minaj say, your love, your love, your love, your love. That's how that boy made me feel, okay? That's how he made me feel. Like, everything was jittery. I was so happy. It was just like a nice little secret love affair because I couldn't tell my parents, but everybody else knew, okay? I was so in love. Like, I used to take his little name and draw it on there, me and and look, what we gonna call him? What we gonna call him? I'm gonna call him Mill, okay? Mill. So me and Mill, that's real close to his name too. Me and Mill with Hearthstone and everything. So me and Mill, we was lit, okay? We was that lovey-dovey couple that you would just be like, get a room. Like, anytime we was around, we holding hands. Anytime we was at work, we're trying to find some reason to touch each other. Like, we walk by each other, we always hold our hands until we're out of each other's sight. Like, we were that lovey-dovey couple that just got on your nerves. We're slopping each other down. Every time you see us, now I'm not at work, but you know, anytime we get a chance to sneak a kiss, maybe in the back, we supposed to be in the back getting ice to come to the front. He's supposed to be getting something for the biscuit table because he working on the biscuit table, whatever. We back there in the corner. Okay, we was that couple, okay? So either way, y'all, I get the big bright idea. I'm gonna make this man a cake because it's his birthday. He turned 18. That's my boo. I love him. So I'm trying to think. I don't went too full. I'm like, my mom was like, she's going grocery shopping. I'm like, I want to go with you. She was like, what? Like, huh? So we go to the grocery store. Like, why you gonna go to the grocery store? You ain't never want to go to the grocery store with me. I'm like, I want to go because I need something. I want to bake a cake for a friend. Okay, remember that, friend, y'all, because I could tell them this was my man, my baby. He driving me. Okay, I could not tell them this was my first love, my everything. Okay, just know that he was a friend. Okay, and so my mom was like, okay. So I go and I get the little box of, like, what is it called? A Dunkin' High cake, y'all. A Dunkin' High was like simple direction, like you need 3 eggs, little oil, some milk or something, whatever's on the box, baby. And I was like, okay, let me get this, I'm getting that. And my mom was like, is you gonna decorate the cake? And I'm thinking, like, I ain't even thought that far. So I'm getting a little stuff, trying to decorate. I'm like, okay, well, let me get this. How I'm gonna do this? I was like, okay. He said his favorite cake was German chocolate. Now me, I had never had German chocolate, so I didn't know like what it was. So I had to look up on YouTube, and I'm thinking like, okay, I ain't never had it, but that kind of sound good. So you know what I'm saying, I didn't know like what to do. Like, I knew you supposed to get the chocolate, and then it had that like that certain, have y'all had a German chocolate cake, whatever that coconut cream, whatever that is, but it's brown and stuff like that. I was like, okay, we gonna get that. And then I was like, I want to get like some decorating stuff that I can say happy birthday Mel on it, you know what I'm saying, put a little razzle down, little Barber sprinkles on it, just a little bit, just let him know I love him. Okay, so Either way, I got all the ingredients. We get home. Now, again, y'all, I never killed on nothing about it, but I was trying to follow this stuff to the degree. Now, what made this thing funny is because everybody in the house knew I didn't cook, okay? Now, my sisters, they knew what was going on. They was like, they knew that this was my boyfriend. I was trying to do something special for him. My mama and them was like, okay, all of us say you want to cook, but you're not a cooker. So, like, what's going on? Now, I enjoy cooking now. It ain't my favorite thing to do, but hey, baby, a dog has to eat, okay? You can't always eat out of fast food, okay? You know, fast food ain't too good for you, not all the time, dog, okay? So, you know, I have to whip it up sometime, you know. But back then, I wasn't cooking that. My mother was doing that, okay? Who cooks? I just come to the table to eat. So, either way, I got all this stuff, and I'm like, Mom, I want to make the cake. She was like, baby, do you want me to help you? I'm like, no. I want to be able to say that I did it. So, really, to be honest, I should have just let Felicia do what she do. But I was like, nah, I want this to be special. So I was reading the directions. So I'm in the kitchen, y'all, trying to follow the box to the T. The little direction on the box is telling you you gotta preheat your oven and stuff. And I'm like, preheat your oven? What's that? And my mom, like, because I'm reading it, but I'm trying to whisper it to myself. And I don't want my mom to help me because I want all the credit. Like, yeah, I did it. So if this turned out to be a masterpiece, I'm going to say just, I did it all. But if it's a disaster, I'm going to just say, this was my first time. I'll get better. That was what I was going to go with. But I really just wanted to do it myself. So I'm over there reading it, eating it, like, yeah, preheat the oven. Preheat the oven, like, what does that mean? My mama like, turn it on. And I'm, okay. Okay, we're gonna turn it on. Okay. So I turn it on and I put it on the temperature the box said. And so with preheat, I was opening up the stove and I'm in there like, okay, it's working. It's all like, my mama's in the kitchen putting up like different groceries and doing stuff, trying to stay out of my way, but the whole time I know she is still cool. Like, girl, she finna burn that cake up. So either way, I'm on the phone and I'm on the phone. My friend is calling me or whatever, and she's like, girl, what you doing? I was like, girl, I'm making a cake for Mel. And she was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, I see you, boo-boo. I see you doing whatever. You know what you're doing. I'm like, not really, but he don't know that. Okay. She was like, oh, boy, yeah, eat it. Whatever you do it because you did it. And he love you. Stuff like that. Like, shh, don't, not too much more in the kitchen. And she was like, okay, we got to take a talking code. I was like, okay. So she was like, just follow the direction to the T. And then you heard her mom in the background like, girl, Bethany, you need to. So she get off the phone. So she get off the phone, and so I'm really focused. I preheat the stuff. Then, y'all know how to make a cake, don't you? You know what I'm saying? I put the mix in the bowl, add all the stuff that say, crack the eggs, and I'm whipping. My mama had like the good stuff, like the blender where you press the thing and it goes, and I'm in there like, yeah. And it's starting to look like how my mama stuff looked like, okay. And then I'm tasting, I'm like, oh yeah, so I snap for you. And I know my mama was looking at me like, girl, you getting on my last nerve. But she's sitting there, every time I look up, she's doing something. I'm thinking like all the groceries is up. Like, why she in here? I got this. But I think she was like, girl, what in the world you doing? But anyway, I'm in there mixing. I'm like, yeah, we in the kitchen. We in the kitchen. I'm in there just mixing. You can tell me that. I was so happy. So then Mel called me, right? And like I said, I ain't supposed to be talking to no boys on the phone. I was operating a very strict home. I wasn't supposed to be doing like that. So when I seen his name came back across there with all these hearts and stuff like that, I was like, ooh, I clicked the side so it can go off. And nope, my mama's still in the kitchen. She's like, who was that? I'm like, oh, that was just my friend, but I can't keep talking on the phone because I got to focus on making this cake. And so she was like, because she seen it because I had mail and I had all these hearts. Like, I had all these pink hearts and lips emojis, all this stuff to his name, saved his name. She was like, I was like, okay. So my mama ended up leaving the kitchen or whatever. So I called him back and she was like, babe, what you doing? I was like, nothing. He was like, what we doing for my birthday? I'm like, I'm gonna just take you out to eat or whatever. And so at the time I wasn't driving, but Mel had a car. So he used to come pick me up either for work or he'll come with me from school. Either way, you know what I'm saying? He would come and get me, okay? So I'm like, I just want to take you out to eat wherever you want to go. It's on me. You don't got to worry about it. He was like, bet, okay? He was like, but before we do that, I got to go back to my house and grab a few things or whatever after school or whatever. Because he was like, he want to grab his stuff, change his clothes or whatever. Because he want to look good. It's his birthday. You know, nobody wants to go to school all day, come out and just go. No, you trying to get fly, okay? So either way, I'm like, okay, good. He was like, you want me to pick you up from school? What you want me to do or whatever? So I'm like, you can just pick me up for work. Because sometimes I was staging where I would go to school, catch the bus, and go dropped off at my job. And then he come pick me up. It's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Teenagers don't lie to your parents where you at because, baby, You can do that. What if this dude won't cool? Okay? Y'all know how y'all like to say, is you cool? What if this dude won't cool? What if he was a kidnapper? What if he was trapped? But this was my baby, my man. But he could have just switched up on me. So don't be lying to your mom about your weird bodies, okay? If she tell you X, Y, and Z, listen to her, okay? Anyway, let's jump back in the story. Because I realize all ages listen to me, but y'all, it ain't cool out to your parents because it's too much going on. And especially in this today's generation, baby, a lot of people ain't making it home. And I don't want you to make it home. I don't want you to listen to Barbie or thinking like, oh, Barbie did it. No. It was a different time, okay? That was a different time. It's different now. You getting snacked for everything now, okay? And people snatching you up to cook your insides and sell to a rich person on the island. We gonna talk about it, but either way, this is different times. Be safe, my doll. Be safe, my doll. But anyway, so he picked me up from work or whatever. That's what we agreed to, and we still on the phone. Now, know this: the smoke detector started going off. Okay, because by this time when I done whipped everything up, I done put it in 2 pans and I done put it in the oven. It said it had to stay in there for a couple of minutes. So I think it was like, I don't know how long a cake was cooked, but I really think it was like 50 minutes or something like that. I could be wrong. Don't note me on this. But like 50 minutes or something like that, whatever it is to cook, whatever. So all of a sudden when I'm on the phone with him, the most embarrassing thing ever, the smoke alarms was going like beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? He was like, what you burning up? So imagine you on the phone and then tomorrow you gonna present a cake to him and he don't know because you trying to be surprised, like you burning something up, girl, you better go check that. I was like, I'll call you back. So I get off the phone, y'all, because I'm embarrassed. I don't want to be like, I'm cooking cake. Y'all, why I go in there, open the thing, all this smoke or everything, the cake is black, okay, black, uneatable. And I'm like, oh my God. So my dad come in the kitchen and be like, girl, what did you try to do? Because whatever you was trying to do, you ain't doing or whatever. That cake is done. It's burnt. And I'm like, oh my God. So I just felt so terrible. But I guess I didn't trust into myself, or my mama didn't trust in me because she had brought the cake mix again. So like, I brought stuff. She brought the backup, okay? Because she was like, don't worry, it's another box in there. You can just start back over. Or do you want me to do it? And I'm thinking like, no, I'll do it. So y'all, the cake was toast. I'm talking about it was blacker than black, okay? It was nothing that you could salvage. I was just thinking like so defeated, like, oh my God. So I did. This time, y'all, instead of being on the phone and running my mouth, I literally did what the ingredient said. Pop the thing back in there. Set a timer, because we had one of them old school timers where you just turn it or whatever. We didn't have all the devices that we got now, y'all. So you had to turn this device and it'll go ding when it's ready or whatever. So anyway, I turned that whatever. I'm like, this time I'm not, because what happened was I put it in the oven, but I forgot to set the timer, okay? And so when I set the timer, it was way more, you know what I'm saying? You assuming, okay, it need about 50 minutes to cook or whatever, you know, but it had already been cooking. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, this time I did what I was supposed to. So anyway, I did the alarm, you know, go out for whatever. I take the cake out. And I'm like, okay, my mom was like, let it cool or whatever so it don't, you know, fold down or whatever, drop or whatever. Because sometimes the cake will go inside out or whatever. And I'm like, Lord, I can't because I ain't got another box. And I know my mom did not want to go back to the store. And so I'm like, this got to be right because I want to do this. And I don't have enough time to go to a store to get a cake from them. And I want to make sure that I have this because I'm going to take it to the school. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take this so I can have it to give to him. So either way, I get the cake out, y'all. I get the cake out. I let it cool. I put it on top of each other, y'all. I'm putting a little icing up there, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is going to be good because it's smelling real good, okay? So I'm putting the icing up there. Everything is going great, right? I'm putting the icing up there. I'm doing good, you know. Anyway, I got the little icing up there. I end up putting up the little decorations. Happy birthday, Mel, okay? Then I put a little sprinkles, like, because it was like, I ain't putting a like, it was like brown because his like favorite color was like weird, like brown, okay? And if your favorite color brown, baby, I just said it was weird because I don't really hear nobody like, what's your favorite color? And they be like brown. So, you know, either way, if that's your favorite color, I see you. But anyway, I think it was something like that. His favorite color like brown. His favorite colors were like brown, gold, and white, stuff like that. So that's the color patterns that I had. And I had a little brown sprinkles of gold or whatever. You couldn't tell me that. I thought I was doing something for real. And so I was like, okay, cool. Then my mama had like the little cake thing where you put it in there and you turn it or whatever. Either way, I thought y'all could tell me that. And then here go my daddy. You ain't never baked me no cake. who is the male? You ain't never baked me no cake. And I'm thinking like, mind your business, but I can't tell my daddy that. I'm like, no, he just my friend or whatever. He just my friend. I want to do something special for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he said that nobody don't really celebrate his birthday like that. And my daddy like, okay. And I'm like, he knew, girl, you lying like hell. But I was like, mind your business, I can tell him that. I was just like, no, for real, he just my friend. He was like, you is in here sweating bullets trying to put a cake together. You ain't never baked no cake in your life, but that's your friend. Okay. I was born yesterday. Yesterday. I was 10 pounds and 10 ounces. Girl, please. Please, okay? So either way, I gotta kind of laugh him off and go about my business. And y'all, you can't tell me I think I have done my big way. Take the cake to school. I'll take the cake to school. I'm taking it class to class. I am so happy about this cake. And everybody was like, who the cake for? I'm like, my man, he gonna pick me up after school. Don't worry about it. So either way, I ended up having a teacher that said, you know what I'm saying, because she was seeing me carrying the cake around like I'm going from class to class. She was like, baby, you can keep class on, take it to your, because she was my last period teacher. She was like, but you take the cake and put it on my desk or whatever, and I'll put it in my cabinet, and then you don't have to carry the cake around. See, she was dope for that. But either way, so that's what I did. So when the bell rang, it's time to go to load up on the bus, or you a car rider, whatever the situation was. I was a car rider. I went and got the cake. So when I got the cake, I presented the cake to him. Yeah, I was so happy when he pulled it. I was like, happy birthday, babe. I got your little cake. Here you go. He was like, you baked that for me. Oh my God. Like, y'all, we did the most. So he was like, oh my God. Then we... You know what I'm saying? Because I was like so happy, because I was like, you know what I'm saying, raised like, oh, way to a man's heart is, to feed him or whatever. So I was like, I'm feeding my man. So either way, he was like, I gotta go to the house or whatever. And he was like, I gotta go to the house or whatever. And y'all, anyway, we go to the house, y'all. We go to the house. And when I go to the house, his grandmother is there, okay? And so when his grandma is really old, she's like, she had to be about like 89, okay? She was closest to 90s that you could possibly get. And she was one of the old ladies that you come to the house, she always look you down, like she look at you like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do. And to me, I feel like I dress cutesy. I always had a shirt that had some kind of quote or something on it. And for the most part, I just had on regular jeans like I was a regular teenager. You know what I'm saying? But she always would look me down like, hey, how you doing? Before she spoke to, you know what I'm saying? I speak to her or whatever. But she always gave me this crazy look. And I'm thinking like, your grandma don't like me. It was like, no, she do everybody like that, okay? If she didn't speak to you after she looked you down, baby, she don't like you. So I'm like, okay. So either way, she said, baby, I saw that you had brought a little cake in here. You made that boy his favorite cake. Oh, you like that boy, don't you? And so she never called her grandson male. He was always a boy, okay? So you like that boy, huh? Okay. She said, do me a favor, let's go ahead and sing a little happy birthday now so I can try that cake with y'all. I want to see how that is. Cause how old is your baby? And I was like, I'm 17. She was like, oh, let's see what 17-year-old cake tastes like. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So I'm nervous because this woman, every time I've been to the house, either she's cooking or she's doing, and all her food is immaculate. Like, her food is good. I'm talking about her food make you lick the plate twice, okay? And then be like, is it enough for me to take home? Just a little plate? Maybe just a little? Okay. So, either way, I don't want her to taste my cake because I don't know what I'm doing. But, see, the boy don't know, okay? Y'all, sorry. They was saying that my storage was full. I'm like, how? I thought I wasted everything. But anyway, I was excited about seeing my baby. And he picked me up. I got the cake. We kissed and we lit like that. I'm so happy. We go to the house. We go to his house because he want to drop his stuff off, put his little birthday, freshen up, put his little birthday outfit, 1, 2, or whatever. So basically, you know what I'm saying, he changes his clothes or whatever. So while he's changing his clothes, grandma's like, girl, let me taste what a 17-year-old cake tastes like. So she was like, go in there and cut me a piece. So we before he goes off, we sing happy birthday. It's him, his sister. It's him, his sister, whatever. It's his brother And we come in, and his mother come in. We sing happy birthday, and she was like, "Oh, that's nice that you made him a cake or whatever." And so then everybody just split up and go throughout the house because it's a nice size house, and everybody just go back to their rooms or whatever. But grandma is content, like, yeah, go ahead and go on in the kitchen. And she told me where stuff was at. Go ahead, cut grandma a piece of that cake, right? And so see, she go and I go in the kitchen, y'all, and I cut it like she said. I put it on plastic plate. She told me where everything was at. Now I bring it to her. And so I'm scared, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't taste the cake. I don't know what this cake tastes like. I only taste the batter. And so what I seen like in the batter, it tasted good to me. It was not bad, you know what I'm saying? It tasted good. It was a good quality. It tasted good. So, but I didn't know what the cake tastes like. So with her being an OG in the kitchen, I'm thinking like, yeah, this is finna be bad. So she go take the cake. I go to the bathroom because I can't take it, y'all. The anxiety that came with her trying my cake, I just couldn't do it. So I just went to the bathroom. I get in the bathroom and I hear her say, now, I'm not going to use the bathroom. I'm going in there to stand so I can hear her real reaction. Because she was one of those people that was very black. So she says, and she was like, oh my God. And so her daughter, which was his mother, ran in there, and then you can hear him running there. Oh my God. And everybody ran in the living room. That baby gonna get you something now. That baby gonna get you something now. Look at this cake. You hear her clinking the fork or whatever. Look at this cake. This cake ain't even done in some place. Go give me that cake. Let me look at that cake. And so she was in there cutting the cake. And you can hear her just saying, let me see that. And she cut through the cake. You could tell she's cutting through the cake because she's saying everything out loud. She was like, well, yeah, one side of it done. Let me try this side. She said, yeah. And she cooked the whole cake. It would have been all right. But baby, don't eat that cake. Just tell her you don't want that cake. And then he was like, you talking too loud, grandma. She gonna hear you. She really tried to do this. She don't really cook like that. She was like, she don't need to cook. Baby, she don't need to cook. This ain't cooked. She didn't cook all this the way. She didn't follow the ingredients well. And then this right here is a duck and high cake. I know this is a duck and high cake. She should have made it from scratch. She should have, he was like, grandma, everybody's not like you, okay? You are OG with this. Like, please don't say nothing to her. Like, you can hear him begging her, like, don't say nothing to me, right? So I'm in the bathroom freaking out because I'm thinking like, oh my God, grandma, grandma, don't do me like that. But I had tried, grandma, don't do me like that. So I don't want to face them. I just want to leave now because now everybody in the house know I done baked the cake. It's undone. I just want to leave. I don't want to deal with this. What's going on? So I'm in the bathroom freaking out, y'all. So anyway, I come out of the bathroom after I use the bathroom. I listen a little to us and I wash my hands, whatever, check my hair 2 times. And then I come out the bathroom. She said, baby, your cake ain't done. I'm like, I was thinking in my head like, grandma, that's so bad, you ain't gonna do. And then he looking at her like, grandma. Like, baby, she got the little glasses on, she leaning down. Let me tell you something now. Like, baby, the cake ain't done. Baby, you gonna kill somebody cooking undone cake. You can't be serving no man no undone cake. What was you doing? What you didn't do? What the time you put on? You ain't cooking long enough. I said, and then I would told her the whole spiel, how I burnt on the cake and all this stuff. Y'all, it was and she would eat me up. She didn't care. She's like, look, baby, you was a real cute girl. Just keep the being cute. I like how you put the little outfit together. Every time you come over here, you smell good and your hair be pretty. But, baby, cake is different. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feed a man, make sure it's done. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Because, baby, what else was I supposed to tell grandma? Because she was eating me alive. I'm like, oh, my gosh. She left no crumbs, baby. She ate me up. She's like, you do not serve a man no undone cake. Baby, you can kill him, okay? And I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. So, after that, she was like, but you know what? The part that was done was good. If that helped you out, baby, just try a little harder that time. And always take your own cake. You bake 2 cakes just in case you miss on one, and then you pick the goodest one. All you gotta do, she would tell me a little secret how you got to just slide it in there and what you use, a toothpaste, and you can check whether it's done or not. And I'm thinking like, okay, grandma, like, don't eat me up no more. But yeah. She ate me up. So then after that, whatever, we awkwardly, he was like, man, you ready? You still like her, don't you? Grandma over there in her chair, she got the TV going. She was like, she's still bad. I'll call her by her name. She don't deserve that title. Not today. This is your day. And she trying to kill you. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not. But we end up leaving. I get in the car. It's awkward because I'm thinking like, oh, he finna say something about the cake. But y'all, he got a piece of the side that was not done or whatever. And she was yelling out the door, I know you ain't bet to eat that bitch the cake. That cake ain't done. Ma'am, you gonna die by that girl. Ma'am, you better put that cake back in here. So I'm thinking like, oh my God. So he had got cut a piece of cake, y'all. He was like, babe, I'm gonna try your cake. Okay, if it ain't good, I'll just let you know. It's okay. We'll just bake a cake together, okay? My grandma taught me how to bake a cake. I've been baking cake since I was 7 years old. If this your first cake, it's okay. It makes it even more special because you did it for me. And I'm thinking like, because that's why I love you, because you're so special to me and you think about my feelings and I love you. And then we so anyway, he take the cake. He was like, it's good. He was like, look, taste it. And that's why I tasted it. And to me, it was like good. I'm like, okay, I ate a little bit, half the cake. He was like, I'll just eat the half that's done and stuff like that. I'll just eat the half that's done and stuff. So either way, we go. He wanted to go out to eat to some restaurant. I can't remember, y'all. This is back in the day. I was 17. I'm 37 now, baby. I don't remember. But anyway, we go. He go get something to eat or whatever. Then we go sit by this pond, we feed the ducks or whatever, and we just be talking. We were just talking or whatever, and he was just telling me how sweet he was that I did, and I'm worried about his grandma and stuff like that. And then he was like, well, what you want to do for your birthday or whatever, because your birthday coming up next month, so what you want to do? So we made plans about my birthday, and that would end the end of it, whatever. So basically when we, you know, after that, whatever, he took me home. So once he got home, whatever, I told him, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want us driving, you supposed to tell that person, okay, when you get home, text me, call me, let you know you got home, whatever. So when he got home, whatever, he called me. He was like, look, babe, I'm here or whatever. I'm about to go ahead and get ready for bed. I'll text you before I go to sleep. And I'm like, okay. So his grandma in the background like, girl, that man came home and ate some more that other day and done cake. Girl, he love you. He ready to die about you, girl. You better act right. But if my grandson gets sick, no sub now. I'm coming for you. I'm coming the next time you come over here. The next time you come over, I'm gonna get you. But don't worry about it. Tell her. Now she talking loud enough for anybody to hear. But now she telling him, tell her I help her how to make a cake. Next time you come over, we'll make a cake. We'll do a red velvet cake. And I'm like, okay, grandma. But she was like, yeah. He came home and he told you he was gonna eat the rest of it. Honey, when he went to the bathroom, baby, I done threw that cake away. You're not eating that cake, man. And then you hear him in the back, babe, I gotta go, and stuff like that. I love you. I'll text you when I'm about to go. So he get off the phone, and she back there in the ground like, no. And his mama like, come on now, she probably can hear you and stuff like that. He's like, no, cause this boy is stupid. He literally came back mad at us because we about to throw the cake away. He really want to eat this girl cake, and she was just going on and stuff. And y'all, it's funny now, but then my little heart, bro, like, she's talking about my cake. And she's talking about my cake. And so then I remember telling my mom and stuff like, Mom, how about that cake I did was undone? She was like, well, did you use the right time? And I'm like, I thought I did. Stuff. She was like, all right, it was just your first day. Okay, you would get better, just try again. It's all right. Mom gave a hug and I was okay. But honey, that woman was going on. She went on until he was like, bye, babe. Until he hung up the phone, she was going off on me like, yeah, because she came over here, thought she did something because she put a brown and gold white sprinkle on it, baby. While you focus on the design, you should have focused on the cake. She was eating me up, y'all. I was like, eating me alive. And I'm like, no. So anyway, after that, whatever, y'all, I was embarrassed for a long time, and I didn't attempt to make no cake for nobody else, okay? Any cake I made for myself, and I ate myself, okay? To this day, I ain't made nobody else no cake. Baby, though, I will go buy you one, baby. I know they do it. Either way, love y'all. Thank y'all. This is that story time, baby, and I am so happy that y'all made it to the end. If you made it to the end, I guess y'all can drop some brown hearts for that German Shepherd cake. That's a German Shepherd. German chocolate cake that I attempted to make. Anyway, love y'all. Bye. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like, comment, share, do all those things, and I will see y'all on the next story time. Y'all, I tried. I tried. And make sure y'all go shop the merch and y'all go get a rich kiss so the next time y'all put y'all lips on somebody, they will remember it. Anyway, y'all go to my website and y'all make sure y'all shop Rich Kiss, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, bestie. Bye. Love y'all. Have a good day, night, or whenever you tune in. Thank you so much for watching.